G'day, V-Dubbed here, and how you doing? Today's video is just about redoing the interior of the vehicle. When I first got the car, the seats were falling apart, and the steering wheel, the original steering wheel, was very big. So one of the first things I did was buy these sports seats, these Monza racing seats. You can see they're for a 4-point harness and a sports steering wheel. It just made it easier for me to drive the car, more space in the vehicle. But over the years the seats got a bit worn, so when I redid the exterior of the vehicle, I thought it was time to redo the interior as well. Just another shot of the seats. They're nice, comfortable seats, and I didn't use the 4-point racing harnesses, so it wasn't an absolute necessity to keep those. Just from the rear, you can see the roll bar was covered in like a vinyl, and the back seat is just a cover from an auto parts store. Underneath is the original Beetle seat that was actually split, and the foam was popping out, and it was in pretty bad condition. The owner before me had done the door cards in this sort of funny woven material, and that was just needed another change as well. So with the seats stripped down, the foam on the side, the bolsters, had actually torn away, as you can see there, and the steel frame was actually popping through. Just another shot of where the original foam had actually torn away and the steel was starting to come through. So all that needed to be repaired. So this is just the inside of the seat cover, inside out, with the foam also sewn into the new cover. And you can see that I've deleted the racing harness, the holes for the top to the shoulder straps. That's the seat being reassembled. It's now covered in black suede leather, and you can see the plastic side covers and that in the front, which all need to get screwed back onto the seat. Also, the material just needs to be pulled taut. It's still a bit loose. So the carpet was done just with one of the carpet kits bought from either CIP or Heritage. I don't remember who it came from. But really it's just gluing in the carpet. Just a shot of putting the carpet in underneath the seats. Just from the other side, putting the carpet in also on the side here where it ties into the bottom of the door. When I stripped the door cards and that card on the side there, it actually fell apart. The cardboard was just rotten and useless. So this is just a sheet of hardboard that you get at your local hardware store. Trace the shape. Those black buttons are like just a black button, and on the other side it's got like a toothed grip that as you push it in, the plastic teeth grip as you push it into the steel holes that are in the car. That's just a shot from the other side. So that was just test fitting them before they were covered. So while I was doing the interior for V-Dubbed, I also took out the pedals. So this shot you can just see the pedals have been removed a bit full of grime and dirt. So just hit it with a wire brush, cleaned it up, and you can see the accelerator roller, the actual pedal was bent and twisted. This next shot is afterwards, so just sprayed the pedal assembly, fitted covers to the brake and the clutch pedal, and bought a accelerator roller. It came with the pedal, but just rather than use the pedal, I just used the roller. It's a nice aluminium piece, and I think it looks really good and suits the look of the car. So these are some of the products I used to do the interior of VW. The first one here is the carpet. You can see it's a TMI carpet kit. This is just an offcut, but yeah, this is nice quality carpet and was fairly easy to use. Next, here's a piece of foam. This is just standard foam that you can get from your foam shop, nothing special. This was just between the seats and the suede leather. This is the suede leather, a bit dirty, but it's got a great texture to it. It's waterproof suede, and the reason for that is obviously VW's a convertible, so with Perth weather you can use a convertible most of the year round, but occasionally there will be times when a storm might catch me with the roof down. So I wanted a waterproof material so that it'll save the door cards, the seats and everything else. So this is in fact a Warwick Macro Marine, and yeah, it was a fairly expensive piece of material, but it came out really well, and it's got a fantastic feel. Even when it's hot, you can still sit quite easily on this without any ill effect. So this is the interior of VW at the moment. You can see the seats are all done, and just opening the door, looking across at the door cards and the back seat. These are the seats. It's down to the pedals that I refurbished. The carpets as well. This is the door card. You can see the aluminium window winder, that the billet aluminium, and just the door card that's been covered in suede. Just looking now at the rollover bar, that was also covered in suede, and I think that came out really well. Looking across the passenger seat and the other door card, I've also put a chrome gear knob on the gear stick. The back seat, you can see on the far side cards, that's the back of the front seats. The back of the back seat. Just moving around the car, you can see the back seats. Just the door cards from the other side, and the side card. Just if I lift the back seat, you can see the carpet that was installed and the suede up the side. Just the speakers that were in the vehicle before replaced. Carpeted across the back of the back seat. It came out really well. It's also nice to sit on. If it's left out in the heat and you sit on it, it doesn't burn your bum when you sit down. And it's waterproof suede, so if the car gets wet, just the other door card, again with the aluminium window winder. With some of the leftover bits of suede, I was able to cover inside the cubby hole. Sorry about the sunlight, but it's not the easiest shape to cover, but just put some suede inside the cubby hole. Again, just moving around the front of the vehicle, what it looks like from the front, with suede roll bar, and front seats. So that's the interior. I think it came out really well, and it's really transformed the vehicle. Really comfortable to drive in. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave me any comments.